Hey health enthusiasts! Today, let's dive into the global obesity crisis. In 2022, 1 in 8 people worldwide were living with obesity. That's a staggering number. Since 1990, worldwide adult obesity has more than doubled, and adolescent obesity has quadrupled. Now think about that for a second. From 1990 to 2022, the number of obese adults and adolescents skyrocketed. In 2022, 2.5 billion adults were overweight. Out of these, 890 million were living with obesity. To put it in perspective, that's 43% of adults aged 18 and over being overweight, and 16% living with obesity. Remember, these are not just numbers, these are people. Even more alarming, 37 million children under the age of 5 were overweight in 2022. Over 390 million children and adolescents aged 5-19 were also overweight, including 160 million who were living with obesity. Childhood obesity is a growing concern, and it's affecting younger and younger kids. But what exactly is overweight and obesity? Overweight is simply having excessive fat deposits. Obesity, on the other hand, is a chronic, complex disease driven by excessive fat deposits that can impair health. Obesity increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, certain cancers, and even affects your quality of life, such as sleeping or moving. To diagnose overweight and obesity, we use the body mass index, or BMI. It's a simple calculation, weight in kilograms divided by height in meters squared. For adults, a BMI of 25 or higher indicates overweight, and a BMI of 30 or higher indicates obesity. For children, it gets a bit more complex as we need to consider age and gender. So what are the causes of overweight and obesity? Generally, it's an imbalance between energy intake, which is our diet, and energy expenditure, which is physical activity. But it's not always that simple. Obesity can also result from obesogenic environments, psychosocial factors, and genetic variants. In some cases, single major factors like medications, diseases, or genetic syndromes play a role. Now let's zoom out a bit. In 2022, the prevalence of overweight varied by region. For instance, 31% in the WHO Southeast Asia region and the African region, but a whopping 67% in the region of the Americas. The worldwide prevalence of obesity has more than doubled between 1990 and 2022. And it's not just an issue for high-income countries anymore. Overweight is rising in low- and middle-income countries too. In Africa, the number of overweight children under 5 years has increased by nearly 23% since 2000. Almost half of the children under 5 years who were overweight or living with obesity in 2022 lived in Asia. The prevalence of overweight among children and adolescents aged 5-19 has risen dramatically from just 8% in 1990 to 20% in 2022. That's a significant jump. So what can we do? Awareness is the first step. Understanding these key facts and the gravity of the situation can help us make better choices for ourselves and our loved ones. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Thanks for tuning in. And if you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Stay healthy and informed. Catch you in the next video.